guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Today I got a fun set of series of stories I'm going to be doing. Remember to join me over at betterbachelor.locals.com for the unedited versions. They go on Rumble as well because Big Mama YouTube doesn't let me get away with much anymore because it's YouTube. So it is what it is. First story, we'll jump right into it. The Simp of the Year award already decided. Imagine, and I did one other video on this one time, but imagine not having any of the fun of actually sleeping with a woman, but having all the responsibility of a father. And this guy, God, I'll just jump into the story. I came across this, and I didn't know if it was real or not, so I did some digging. But man is hailed as a hero after helping a woman give birth while on their Tinder date. And I said, well, okay, that's I guess that's a good thing that he helped give birth on the Tinder date. I don't know why he went out with her to begin with, but they say Alyssa Hodges' 7-hour labor didn't put off Max Sylvie as she welcomed baby Ollie with the help of her Tinder date. And now they're officially a couple and planning to move in together. Now, I don't know about you, but I would not recommend jumping into a relationship with a very pregnant woman because you didn't get any of the fun, and now you get to raise another dude's kid. They say a smitten guy who supported a woman as she gave birth while they were on a date has been hailed as Man of the Year. Max Sylvie, 25, was due to picked up by Alyssa Hodges after the pair met on a dating app Tinder. After swiping right, they got to know each other, but their blossoming romance was really tested when the 20-year-old went into labor. Max was totally unfazed and stayed by her side through it. And he stayed there. And this was the whole story. There wasn't much to it. I said, okay, well, this is from the Mirror. Let me do a search for their name. And I did a search for their name, and it turns out it's kind of legit. This actually did happen, and they have pictures of them in the hospital and everything else. And what really blew me away about this is the guy's being hailed a hero, not for helping her with the delivery portion of it. He's being hailed a hero for dating her and for being with her and being strong and supporting this woman who's child of another man she just had. This is what they're branding now as what strong men are, as what brave men are, as what heroes are, is a guy that'll step in and take care of another dude's kid. And after he had the fun, he had the good times with her, but this guy's the hero for stepping in. Now, it's not good that the other dad bounced, but again, this is why you have to make smart decisions when it comes to dating. I'm going to read this story because I cannot believe that this guy went this far. It's just, I don't know. For me, I think this is just so weak. And the point that bothers me the most is the fact that they're hailing him as a hero because he stepped in. Most people's idea of a date night is at the cinema or maybe grabbing a bite at a nice restaurant. But for one couple, things moved pretty fast as they spent their fourth date in a hospital delivery room. And here they are. Maybe he's just excited to see her with her top off. Why is he here? Alyssa Hodges, 20, met her partner Max Sylvie, 25, on Tinder when she was 6.5 months pregnant. Just, now you can see why I picked the thumbnail. He's got the 70s prawn stash. Now Alyssa Hodges, 20, and her Tinder date Max Sylvie, 25, are raising baby Ollie together. And what he doesn't know, and I bet many of you guys know, is that because of this, he will be when she and he eventually break up or whatever happens, she will say he's like a father figure. He's been in the baby's life since birth. He agreed to help me raise him. I guarantee you, he'll get nailed for the child support. What do you bet me? What do you bet me that this guy will have to pay? I almost guarantee it, because there's tons of stories where women have done this, where they say, well, he's been in the child's life and he said he was going to help raise him, so then the child looks at him as a father figure. He'll get nailed for the support. You mark my words. Alyssa from Brisbane, Australia said, he had only gone on 3 dates with me, so the 4th date was him coming to my labor and birth. I mean, just add water, boom, stepdad. Or legally, maybe even dad. She said, I was about 6.5 months pregnant when I went on Tinder. I clearly stated that on my bio. I didn't want to lead anyone on, so I was being open and honest. I wanted them to know what they were getting into right off the bat. And good on her for that, although I think they would have realized when they went on a date and saw you sticking out at 6.5, 7 months. Max travels a lot for work, so we'd only seen each other 3 times before he ended up coming to my birth. Can you imagine going on, you're a 25-year-old guy, you go on 3 dates, and now you've agreed to raise a kid with a woman who had a kid with another dude. This is game over for him. This is game over. Because if he sticks around for any length of time, again, he's going to be labeled as the father and he's going to have to pay. On the day she gave birth, she was supposed to pick Max up from the airport, but texted him to let her know her water had broken and she couldn't pick him up. When Max landed, he booked a taxi home to drop his stuff off and then came to the hospital to see Alyssa. The labor lasted for around a week, and Alyssa said Max was with her the entire time. Did he give up his work? To help Alyssa find her feet, Max took off a week of work to be with her as she cared for her newborn. Don't do this, gentlemen. Do not ever do anything like this. He just became her lifeline. And if you're going to tell me that, she deeply cares about him after 3 dates, no. And why he does, I don't know. Alyssa added, he took off the week afterwards when I had no one to help me look after Ollie. We both knew that we liked each other and had strong feelings for each other after 3 dates. But the birth was the peaking point of our relationship. It bonded us. It bonded us. He's on the hook. He's on the hook already. Looking back, I know it was the best decision ever. I'm so glad he was there. We call this a bailout. For Max, Alyssa's pregnancy was not an issue to him, although he admits being there for the birth made him anxious. Max said there was something that caught my eye about Alyssa. Okay. I guess you knew she put out. Normally, I wouldn't swipe right on a pregnant girl, but there was just something about her. I wouldn't say the experience was overwhelming, but I was anxious. I hadn't prepared mentally the way Alyssa had. Anxiety was the biggest thing. There were so many unknowns, so many things that I didn't know about becoming a dad. Jeez, 3 dates, and now he's calling himself dad. Guys, this guy is on the hook for child support. I guarantee you, when this ends. Their family was apprehensive, but now they're all supporting, of course. Couple are currently in the process of moving in together. He's done. He's done. Alyssa said, Ollie loves Max so much, there'll be times where he won't want me. He'll want Max. He'll be crying, and the minute Max takes him, he's happy and smiling. Max is definitely the favorite. She took to TikTok to share her stories, and viewers hailed Max as a real man. You see, guys, this...
Classic move. Oh, yeah.
This is a real man. If you won't step in and take another guy's kid as your own, if you won't step in and be there for a woman in need, you're not a real man. One person wrote, I'm crying. He's a real man. Another commented, the ultimate, if he wanted to, he would story. Nope. Pass. Pass. Not smart. Not smart. That's the end of that. I'll tell you this. That's the end of him. He's done. He's toast. And, you know, if people want to say, oh, this is, at least he's stepping in there and being a dad, and at least that's fine. After 3 dates, you're going to tell me he knows enough about her to know that she's not going to bail on him, that she's not going to screw him for child support, that he's not going to, I mean, she's 20 years old, I think they said, 20 or 21. You're going to tell me that she's ready for this? Yeah, she's 20. He's 25. I mean, if he hangs in there with her, I mean, it's good for the kid. that he'll have somebody, or the kid, I don't know if it's a he or she, Ollie, I guess that's a boy's name. Good for Ollie that he's going to have maybe a guy that cares about him, but what are the odds this really lasts? You can tell me after 3 dates they know? But the fact that they're hailing him a hero and this is what all real men are, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, sir.
No way. For those of you on YouTube, make sure to follow me over betterbachelor.locals.com or Rumble. That's where I'm going to do the dating profiles of the day because YouTube doesn't like me having fun over here. So make sure to join me over there, and we'll see you in the next video.